everybody and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm doing a video that I've done on my channel a few times before. I'm doing another bookshelf scavenger hunt. You guys know the drill by now. I basically have a list of, I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9. I have a list of 9 prompts, and basically I pick a book for each prompt, and then the final book that I get from the final prompt will be the book that I read for this video. I originally saw this video on Ellen Catherine's channel. She got it from someone else, but I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, let's do a bookshelf scavenger hunt. So the first prompt is choose a book with a cover that you love and then find a book with a similar cover. Okay, so a book with a book cover that I love is The Reno by Maggie Grant. I read this book last year and I absolutely loved this book, and a book with a similar cover is Riding the Line by Emma Lucy. They've got very similar colour schemes. They've both got a guy and a girl on the front, and it's got like a kind of faded background, so yeah. Well, it's got silhouettes on the background, so yeah. I love both of these books, I'm not gonna lie. So this is the second book that we're gonna do for our next prompt. So the next prompt is turn to page 50 and find a book with one of the words off that page in the title. So find page 50. Here we go. See, page 50, let's go. Okay, so you normally go off like the first sentence, which the first sentence on this page is, which everyone here knows I definitely do not do. So I'm going to see if I can find a word in that sentence, but I honestly don't think I'm going to. Okay, so I had to skip a few sentences down and I went with the line, "Oh, you love it really," Rory jests, attempting to smack another big kiss against Cherry's cheek, which she drops, when she drops to the seat beside her. So I went with The Love of My Afterlife by Kirsty Greenwood, because it had the word love in it, and I was really struggling to find a word. Genuinely, that is such a hard prompt to do. I actually kind of hate that one. Okay, next one is list some of the tropes in the book and then find a book with similar tropes. Okay, so this is a friends to lovers magical realism book, and I know exactly what book I'm going to do. The 7 Year Slip by Ashley Poston. This is honestly kind of a friends to lovers, and it's also a magical realism book, so perfect. Okay, so the next one is find a book with opposite tropes from your current book. So probably an enemies to lovers. And what's the opposite of magical realism? I guess like normal everyday shit, I don't know. Okay, this one isn't enemies to lovers, but it's dislike to lovers, and it's also, you know, like it's a cowboy romance, so I guess that's quite different. I don't know. These prompts, I need to find some new prompts, I'm not gonna lie. Next prompt we have reverse the page number and find a book with a similar number of pages. So this book has 348 pages, so I need a book that is 843 pages. So I'm automatically going to my SJ himself. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go with House of Flame and Shadow by Sarah J Maas. This one has 835 pages, which is the closest I have on my shelf. So up next we have find a book with a similar colour scheme on the cover. So this has gold, black, orange, and then white writing. Okay. Got bronzy gold, orange, black, and white writing. Perfect. Okay, find a book published in the same year. So I think this one was published last year. No, 2024. So I need to find a book published in 2024. Sky Shade by Alex Astor. This one was published in 2024. Okay, so the next one is find a book with the same amount of words in the title. This is a one-word title, so let's find one with a one-word title, and I'm not going for another one that's in the like Lock series, because that feels like cheating. I have the perfect book. That's one I've been wanting to read really badly. And it's also a book that is on my February TBR. I think it's my February TBR. No, it's not. Thought I was about to, you know, go great with my YouTube skills. Haven't. But we have one that starts with an S, and that is Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez. And I'm really excited about reading this because I love Abby Jimenez and I really want to read more of her books. So that is the book we will be reading for this video. I'm very excited about this because I've read 3 Abby Jimenez's very recently and I absolutely loved all of them because I thought they were incredible. So this is our read for this video. Okay, so I made a start on Say You'll Remember Me earlier and I'm currently 98 pages in, so I'm on chapter 13. And at the moment, I'm not obsessed with the story. I'm enjoying it, but it is sadly feeling a little insta-lovey, which is something that I am not a fan of. I don't like insta-loving books. Like, I don't mind insta-lust. Like, that's fine, but insta-love kind of just gives me the ick a little bit. And at this moment in time, I'm just getting those vibes. I hope I'm wrong, but, you know, it is what it is. So yeah, no, basically this book follows Xavier, who is a vet, and Samantha, and basically they have this like perfect date together, but then basically there's a situation that means that they can't really be together after this perfect night that they have, and Samantha basically tells him, forget about me, which saying it out loud sounds a bit dramatic. I'm just saying. But I did tab a couple of quotes that I liked in the book, so I'm going to read out the quotes. So this first one I had to tab because basically Samantha was talking about Xavier to, I think it's her sister, and her sister goes, what did he look like, she asked. Like if Rhysand from the ACOTAR series were a real person. And I'm just like, yeah, perfect. I love me a good mention of ACOTAR. And then, okay, this next one made me laugh. We just had dinner. She'd enjoyed the cheese popovers they served, and I'd gone down twice to get her another one. I feel like a bird bringing a potential mate little gifts. And I don't know why that made me crack up so much, but it just did. But you know, those are the little bits I've enjoyed so far. And like I said, I'm only 98 pages into the book, so I can't fully form an opinion yet. But as of right now, I'm not loving it at the minute. But I've still got like over 200 pages for this book to convince me otherwise. So yeah, I'm going to carry on reading now and try and get a bit further in, and I'll probably update you guys when I'm at the halfway point of the book. Okay, we ignore how I currently look because I know I look a mess, but I have read a bit more of Say You'll Remember Me. I'm currently on chapter 23, which is page 189, so I'm officially halfway through the book. I've been listening to it while I work on my diamond painting, and not gonna lie, I'm really not liking this book. This book is so insta-love, and it makes me so sad that I'm not enjoying this because I love Abby Jimenez's writing. I absolutely adored Part of Your World, Yours Truly, and Just for the Summer. Like, I loved those books. I thought they were so good, but this one, I'm genuinely just... I'm bored of the characters. I don't like the storyline between them. Like, I genuinely feel like I have no connection to this couple. Like I said, I'm halfway through the book, and it genuinely feels like nothing has happened really. And just the way that they're acting around each other when they've literally only known each other for less than like a month. Like, in the last chapter, The gnawing discontent of the last 2 months was finally quiet, and all I could think in this moment of relief was that I was kissing my wife. My dude, you've known this woman for like, God, I think it's been 10 weeks. So it's been a couple of months, fine. So it's been like 10 weeks since they've known each other, and I'm just sat here like, get over yourself. Get over yourself. Honestly, I'm not vibing with this book. But I'm still going to try and finish it. I don't know what my rating is going to be, but I know it's not going to be good. So yeah, I'm going to finish this section of my diamond painting that I'm doing. I've not got much left, so I'm probably not going to be listening to my audiobook for much longer, and then I'm going to take a break from doing more today. I don't know if I'll carry on reading after I finish this section of my diamond painting, but we will see. But yeah, I'm not vibing all that much right now with the book. I'll update you guys later when I've read more. Okay, so I got up to chapter 25 last night. After I finished my section of my diamond painting that I was doing, I didn't carry on reading just because honestly I didn't really want to. Can you tell how I feel about this book? But I'm going to try and get it finished now. I'm gonna work on another section of my diamond painting, which is in here. The reason it's in this big box is because I have like a light board that goes underneath it. But yeah, no, I'm gonna carry on working on my diamond painting now, and I'm gonna try and get it finished. I might update you guys like if anything happens, but honestly at the moment it's not looking like anything good is gonna happen. So yeah, I'm going to listen until the end. I think I have like just under 2 hours left of the audiobook. So yeah, I'm gonna work on a section of my diamond painting, and then I will update you guys when either something happens or when I am done. So I finished the section of my diamond painting that I was doing. I finally got to do a section that wasn't just completely like black and blue. This one doesn't have lots of colour in it because this one is like a black dragon and a little golden dragon, but I got to start on the little gold dragon today, and I just did it was basically just this little section here that I did today. But I did that, and I am now on chapter 43 of So You Remember Me, and I have nothing to say because how I felt before is still how I feel. Like this, I've only got like 24 minutes left of this book. And I'm just sat here listening to it, and I'm just like, I don't really care what happens. I don't really care about what's happening in this book. Which is very sad for me because I loved the other 3 Abby Jimenez books I've read. And that's not to say I won't read another Abby Jimenez, because there's loads more that she's got out that I do want to give a try. But just this one, I'm not vibing with. So let's see where I am in the physical book, because obviously I've just been listening to the audiobook while I did my diamond painting. Okay, well, I'm almost done with chapter 43, because I'm like halfway through the chapter, so I'm almost on chapter 44. So I'm almost on page 325 and there's only 353 pages in the book. I don't know how any of this is going to get wrapped up in that tiny bit. Because these characters are just miserable. Okay, I'm gonna carry on listening to the audiobook while I clear up my stuff. From doing my diamond painting, and then I will come back and give you guys my final update when I'm done with the book. I mean, I don't know how much my opinion is going to change in the next like 24 minutes, but we'll see. Okay, I'll update you guys soon. So I finally finished reading Say You Remembered Me a couple of hours ago. After I finished the book, I had some dinner and stuff, so I didn't really update anything, and then I started watching Gilmore Girls and, you know, forgot to finish off this vlog. I finished this a little while ago and I ended up giving this book a 2-star, which is the lowest that I have rated an Abby Jimenez book. Like I've said, I loved the 3 other books that I've read by her, but this one, I just really did not like the characters, and I hated how insta-lovey this book felt. Like, when it comes to, like, I don't mind, like, insta-lust and things like that. Like, things like that, fine. But insta-love, I just really don't like it. I know books aren't supposed to be realistic, but insta-love just feels so unrealistic that it really draws me out of the story, and that's how this one made me feel. And this took me a while to finish. Well, it took me longer than it normally would to finish the book. I started this on the 28th of February, and it's now the 7th of March, and that's the longest it's taken me to finish a book all year. So I'm not, like, I knew, like, I wasn't obsessed with this book considering how long it took me to finish it, and I just didn't have the urge to pick it up and read it. For the majority of this book, it was looking at being like a 1.5 star. The ending kind of bumped it up a little bit to a 2-star, just because it did have its cute moments, it did have its sweet moments. I'm not saying this book was completely terrible, because it wasn't, but it definitely wasn't a book for me, and it just, I felt like for a lot of this book, these characters were just so miserable, and that's not really what I'm looking for sometimes in a romance book, especially like a contemporary romance like this. Like, if I'm just wanting like a sweet romance, this is not really what I would go for, and it didn't really give me what I was expecting, and I just didn't have a fun time with it. So yeah, sadly this was a 2-star. I did not enjoy this book as much as I'd hoped I would, but oh well. But with that now finished, that is officially the end of this reading vlog. Sadly, this bookshelf scavenger hunt did not go as well as I'd hoped it would, but oh well, that we can't always get what we want.